Okay, so this is Lady Serafina, and after much delay, this is episode 2 of my blog. I was thinking about the benefit of using therapeutic techniques within BDSM, and I think that you have to be really careful with it, but it can't be understated how useful it can be. For instance, today I was playing with one of my boys and incorporated some hypnosis. And I'm also going to post a hypnosis video for anyone who's interested. It's just a relaxation hypnosis, nothing too crazy out there, but I'll probably post other hypnosis videos later. I am a certified hypnotherapist. Not that there's very good regulations for that, but I am a certified hypnotherapist. So in theory, I do actually know what I'm talking about with this. But basically, I find that you need to trust your hypnotist and you need to trust your dom. So these things can work really well together. And I think that there's a lot of different things that we can do that are very therapeutic. We can explore darker areas of your psyche. We can work you through fears and phobias. We can help you, I don't want to say tear down walls, but slowly dismantle your walls if you're a big one for putting up personal barriers. Certainly the stress therapy aspect of it, whether that's from soft soothing sorts of sessions or from really intense sessions that put you out of your head, is not only obvious but also can't be understated. It's incredibly useful and helpful. So I think that that's a really big one. But it's interesting, the different things that can be so incredibly helpful. I know someone that I was helping work with his PTSD, and intense bondage early on in his treatment was one of the few things that would allow him not to be constantly on edge, constantly prepared for the enemy, quite frankly, because his PTSD was in fact from being a soldier. So, the heavy bondage was really useful for that. I've used play piercing and play cutting as ways of changing the established procedure, or sorry, I'm trying to think of the right phrase because I hadn't been thinking about this until just now, but just changing the perception maybe of cutting or these intense types of sensations away from a sense of shame and self-harm and towards something much more positive with people who were cutting or engaging in self-harm. It doesn't fix everything by any means. You have to deal with your underlying issues, and this is not a magic pill. Nothing is, but it can be useful. You do have to be very careful, because with anything, when we're messing with someone's psyche, obviously there are inherent risks, but if you know what you're doing, if you're talking about things all the time, really communicating well with your partner, from the bottom talking to the top, and the top really being heavy on the communication with the bottom, that makes a huge difference. And tops, if you're going to engage in this sort of thing, you also have to be willing for sure to own it if you mess up, because it can happen. It can happen with anything, but when you're messing around with someone's psyche, it can carry even more impact. And just remember that therapeutic play is not a replacement for seeking therapy or taking appropriate medications. This is a completely separate thing and not to be undertaken lightly, but definitely something that you can talk about with your partners and see if it seems like something that might be right for you. So I'm Lady Serafina. You can find me at www.ladyserafina.ca or at Lady Serafina. Please don't forget to subscribe below, like and share my video if you actually do, like it and want to share it. And yeah, I basically have had 10 years in the lifestyle, and I am a sex educator, BDSM presenter, and professional dominatrix. So in theory, I might maybe possibly know what I'm talking about some of the time. Have a nice day.